Good morning, YouTube friends and family. Shotgun Shanny here with a pair of M1 carbines. This one on my left belongs to my brother Jonny. It is actually a post-war production carbine made by the Alpine company between 1960 and 1962. And this one on my right belongs to Mike, Chrome Freak 123, who is awesome. Actually, Jonny too. Both of you guys were so awesome. Thank you so much for letting me borrow your M1s, as these do not belong to me. Mike's is actually an IBM production during World War II. According to the serial number, it was made between March and May of 1944. And the IBM company only produced about 346,500 of these M1 carbines, and I believe it's only 5 to 7% of the total production of the M1 carbines. So she's a rare little booger here, and I'm so excited to be able to take them both out to the range and put them through their paces. It's probably been, I don't know, Jonathan's had this one for 10 years. I don't know if he's ever shot it, and Mike, I don't know when the last time your old girl here had a workout, but they're both really beautiful and a lot of history in these old war guns, and I am so grateful to be able to have the opportunity to take them both out. So thank you both so much, and I think that's it. Let's go to the range, have some range time. Sounds good. All right, oh, and after the range time, if you guys want to stick around, I'll have a little treat from my grandfather. He was in the Second World War, and he just turned 88 in August. And he was in Normandy, the Bulge, and the Battle of the Rhine. So I have just a little 1 or 2 stories from him if you'd like to hang out after the range time. So thank you all again so much for hanging out with me, and let's go to the range. Shotgun Shanny out.
Okay.
All right, so we're gonna shoot Jonny's carbine. Here we go, Jonny. Ooh, stinky. There she is, Jonny. That's your carbine. We got one more to try out. Nice little shooting rifle. And it's so light. All right, let's load him back up and take some more shots.
30 on 6 rounds.
Okay, Mike, Freak 123. Here's your carbine. I'm really excited to try it out. She's beautiful. She's been getting a lot of attention here at the range today. So here we go. Dirty rounds.
IBM. Oh, it is. Okay.
Uh-oh. Well, looks like she's failing to feed the last round. So I guess she's telling us that she's done for the day. So, probably just the magazine. Mike, thank you so much for allowing Will and I to try out your M1 carbine. She's beautiful. She works good except for that last round. Had a couple failure to feed, but it's probably the crappy ammo that we have. Not going to even say any more than that. Thank you all so much for coming out and joining me at the range while I try out Jonny and Mike's M1 carbines. Nice, fun little rifle. Thank you all so much. I'll shoot you out.
Tell Shannon the story about that Luger.
Right after, a couple of days after we landed, I was going along and I looked down this foxhole. There was a dead German soldier in there. And I happened to look in the shelf beside and there's a Luger pistol. It's down there, pick out that up. No, listen. I'll wait till she's done.
That's all right.
And I reached down there and grabbed it and put it in my, she had big pockets in her pants, put it in my pocket. And that night when we got stopped, the night, I pulled it out and looked over it. Oh my God, it's a wooden handle. It's just like new. A wooden handle was a prize. So I carried it with me for about, maybe 3, maybe 4 months. I just got tired carrying it and I was afraid I was going to lose it. So I packed it up and sent it back home to my mom. The damn censor stole it. During the Battle of the Bulge, it was below zero, and a lot of our boys got killed. And the way they got killed, the way they were found, stiff, frozen. We took them away in what we called the meat wagon. The truck had hauled the bodies and just throw them in there and stacked up things like that. But they didn't have a meat wagon, they were a mess in there. Okay, that's enough.
All right, that's good.
Where'd you find the bottles of wine?
Tell them a little bit about
Yeah, we didn't meet any civilians, so there was nobody there to talk to. They'd all abandoned their homes in there because it was either wrecked or anyway there was war area. So somebody told me one day, said, you know where they keep their good wine? I said, no, I said, there's nobody here to ask. Look at the manure piles, he said. By damn, we started looking at the manure piles as we went along and we got the best wine we had.
Oh my gosh.
In Paris, we went through Paris, there was no fighting, we went through one in the group. And they held us, French people gave us bottles of wine, we went through Paris.
What beach did you land on?
Utah.
Yeah, as I'm just saying, I was just looking at this Utah. There's a map in here, and it's right next to Omaha.
Yeah.
And did you combine with the troops who went in Omaha and then on to Carrington? Is that the way?
They combined with us, yeah.
Yeah.
What wave were you in for Utah?
Oh, I don't know. We didn't keep track of anything. All I know is I went in by water and the Air Force come in by air. I know it waded water pretty deep.
No, what wave were you when you hit the beach? How many?
I don't know. It was maybe it wasn't the first trip in, it was the second or third trip in. I didn't keep track of them.
Yeah.
But they just went in, landed, and come back. And they were good wine too.
You tell a little bit about Remagen Bridge. That's when I remember about this. It was so bad about that time.
Yeah.
Remagen Bridge.
It was a big bridge across the Rhine River. There was a main bridge across the Rhine River that we had to get our troops over. So we captured it, and we armed guards on it, and they bombed us night and day, and they strafed us 88s night and day. And finally, I was looking out, and it just sagged and settled down in the Rhine River. There's so much concussion. It was a covered bridge, like our covered bridge here.
Oh, that was such a time. I can remember
it's long.
Such a time for me at that time of that bridge, because that was terrible.
I
They were
know.
all
When you heard it back here,
The
So
river was
was
fast,
that
swift. Oh, it
that
was
was a
terrible.
really bad time.
You got
really
in, you
bad.
never got out, and nobody got. And we, Company C, Company A, put a pontoon bridge across it with treadways on it, so he could get across and get
Supplies, yeah.
soldiers across, trucks across. And we in B Company repaired them to the big bridge so that the tanks could get across. Or Bailey Bridge, we call them. We just strips of bridge, you just bolt them together. Panels, you know, bolt together. But we didn't do much of the capturing then, and we were still in the minefield and the danger. Oh, well, that's enough.
That was good though.
These are the boots that my grandfather wore when he came to shore on Normandy Beach back on June 6, 1944. My brother has them now. I'm at John and Roxy's house. We were working the gun show, and I just thought that I would do a quick clip here. And inside the boots, there's stuff with newspaper, and I'm not even gonna take it out, but I would love to see the date on the newspaper. But these are his boots that he wore when he came ashore fighting for the Allies, Normandy Beach. And he trained for 6 months, he said, in England before they came ashore. And then a few years later, when he got back after the war, I found his badge in these boots. He was the first letter carrier for the post office in Boynton Beach when my grandpa and my Grammy and my dad, and I believe my aunt too, when they were just babies, they moved down to Boynton Beach from Pennsylvania. They came down here, and he was the first letter carrier, and that was back in the 50s. My dad was born in 48. So I just wanted to give you a quick shot of my grandpa's boots. They're so fragile, it was so hard for me to take them off the shelf. So just trying to not get emotional here too. So thank you again, Johnny, for letting me touch him.